Are we live? Every time we have to start like that. A little hiccup still. We are live. This is Tech Tuesday number 3. And I am here with Sebastian.
Hello.
And we have our director, Alexis, behind the camera. And we are ready to learn some more about electronics. Hopefully we have people out there who are ready to learn some more stuff. Last week we built a cool robot, or at least the basics of a robot, where it has a face to be happy when you got near or sad when you were away. And so we learned about a sensor that can detect distance, and we learned how to control lights. So right there we have sort of touch from distance, and we have sight. And so today we're going to move on to making some sounds.
Wait, can I make it so the face is
not right now. So this stop, please. So today we're going to learn about sound, and this should hopefully be a pretty quick class. Sound is really easy to make with PictoBlocks. It can be a little harder if you're actually doing the coding, but we're not doing the coding this week, so that's good. Next week, I think we're going to go into more of resistors and some things on how you can adjust voltage. So we've done a lot with the programming side, and next week I sort of want to go into how to control how bright a light is or how loud a sound is. There's a couple different things we can do there, and so that's probably where we're going to go next week, so we learn a little bit more about the electronics and not necessarily how to program them. So Sebastian, did you make a song for today?
What?
Do you want to sing a song? Tech Tuesday song.
What?
Come on. Come up with a song real quick.
Yay, I'm happy it's Tech Tuesday. Yay!
I'll drink my coffee.
Yay!
That is going to be the intro song for every single Tech Tuesday going forward. I'm sorry.
Wait, what?
I'm just joking. All right, so today we're going to learn about speakers. In your electronics pack, there should be 2 speakers, and they look almost identical, don't they?
Yes, they do, but
And
this
so-
one
Yep.
has the white covering.
Correct.
And wait, what happened?
And there's a little bit of a difference on the bottom. So there's two different speakers.
Ow.
This sticker on the top of this one, you can remove this, but I actually like to leave it on because this speaker is really loud and piercing, as I'll describe in a minute. So the sticker helps me tell the difference between the 2 speakers, and it also keeps this one a little bit quieter, which you'll be thankful for. Usually every kid sees it though and pulls it off, so yours might already be missing. So there's 2 different speakers in the pack. One is called an active speaker, and one is called a passive speaker. And what that means, the active speaker we'll talk about first because it's a little bit simpler. This speaker is like a key on your piano. Every time you tell it to play, it's going to play the exact same sound. There's no way to change the sound. It's built into the speaker what it's going to sound like.
What does it sound like?
Make a really annoying noise. Yep, okay, that's enough. So, sort of like that, only I don't have a sticker for his mouth. So this makes a high-pitched noise. You can get ones that make different noises, but this is sort of meant for like an alarm. It's a high-pitched, just squealing noise. But this could be a speaker that plays a whole song. It could be you turn it on and it'll play a whole song. So there's different speakers out there that are active speakers that have it programmed what they're going to play. So it can be a greeting, it can be an alarm, it can be different things, and all you have to do is say on. So like we've talked about with wires before, you connect power to it. You connect power to it, and it's going to play whatever it's programmed to play. So that's all built into the speaker. This speaker is called a passive speaker. Again, it looks almost identical. It's very, very hard to tell apart. It has a little ring around the bottom. I'm not sure if that's common for all passive speakers. I don't know how you'd tell this apart otherwise. But a passive speaker, it expects you to send pulses, electricity, where you change the sound. You sort of like when we were sending.
When you change the amount of electricity, that tells it which sound to make?
Correct. You change the amount. So you either turn it on, you turn it off, or you turn a little bit on, so it's like half on. And this is how like the speaker in your radio, your phone, anything works that plays music. A little bit of a wire is sending electricity that changes quickly over time, and that's what plays out of here. So you're actually creating the sound out of here. So we're going to go through both of these, but the neat thing is they both only have 2 pins. One goes to ground because we always have to complete that circuit, and the other is going to go to a pin on our Arduino board. For this one, when we program it, we're just going to say on or off, and it's going to play the sound. And this one, we're going to learn how to play different notes, different sounds. So to start off, we're going to plug this one into our board. So we need to plug it in. So
With the longer one where?
the longer one.
You just cut yourself.
Yeah, I cut it earlier. That's okay. The longer one is the plus. So that's going to be the one that goes into a pin from Arduino. So we've hopefully changed the camera around a little bit today, so you'll see a little. No, we're going to put it into the board over here, and we'll put a wire over to it. So put it. No, hold on. Let's put it over here into two of these, and we're gonna want it to go lengthwise. So the plus, if you can see the plus, hopefully you can see that. The plus is going to go on one side and the minus is going to go on the other. And we can even just leave it sort of hanging here for a second. I'm actually going to unplug this. Now will you grab two wires, and we're going to do a minus into the minus side.
Minus into the minus.
And then we're going to take, let's do a longer wire. We're going to do the plus, and that's going to go into one of the pins over here.
Oh, because
Not that plus, the plus for the speaker.
I know. But we would put this in place.
Nope, that's if we're just going to send it power all the time. We want to be able to control it, so we have to send it to one of the pins. So now put that.
What would happen if it...
It would actually try it. Actually, it's okay. Put it to the power side. What?
Okay. And
All right.
instead of putting it into
So-
the Arduino Uno, we're gonna just...
Yep, this is just giving it power. So again, we're just telling it to play all the time. Let's see. Oh, we got to push this in. Oh, I'm going to move these wires over a little. They got a little bit in the way.
It's actually not that loud.
Okay, so hopefully you guys can see there's two wires here. Plus is just wired right into our voltage over here. This is the same board we used last week. I moved some of the other components over, so it's a little cluttered right now, but hopefully not too cluttered, and you can see what we're doing. So
This the one? Wait, this is the one that you can program.
that's the one we can program. We're not going to program that right now. So let's plug this in and see what happens. I don't know if you can hear that beautiful noise. If you really want to. Okay, turn it off. That is really loud. And the speaker or the sticker really helps get it off. So again, this speaker, just by sending it voltage, by turning the power onto it and sending voltage through, it's going to make sound. We'll try that same experiment with the other one, which you need to be adjusting the voltage, and you'll see it will just be silent the whole time. So now let's take this speaker, and actually there's one more thing in here. Hold on. Wait.
13.
This needs to go into one of these pins that has a little squiggly line next to it. Now, don't just start randomly
You
pushing
said put
things.
it
Into a pin that has a little squiggly. So if you look, the 3, the 5, the 6,
Why squiggly?
because the squiggly means that there's a special thing, and we're not going to go into big detail on this, but there's a special mode that these boards do where it can rapidly go high and low. It can send voltage. It can send voltage and turn it off, and it can be very well programmed, and there's only certain pins that can do that reliably, really quickly. And for speakers, you need to be able to do it at hundreds of times a second.
So you're saying you can only trust one of those squiggly lines?
So you need to use one of those squiggly lines, and that's only for when we go to the passive. Since this one just needs an on or an off, you could have used any pin. Since we're using just the active speaker right now, we could have used any pin, but we're going to go ahead and use the same one for this speaker and the next one, just so we can see a difference. What is wrong? Our director just made a really weird face, and we don't know what it was. So, okay.
What was it? Can you talk in words?
All right. So now we're going to go over to the programming side, and we're going to code this up. And this is the code that we had from last week. Are they seeing this code?
You need to switch it.
Stop. It's not your job. She's the director, right? Okay, so this is the code that we had from last week. I'm just going to drag this off to the side. We're going to use it later to put everything together. but we can just put it off to the side here and not even use it for now. So over here, to what we're going to do is we're going to bring this set digital pin. Ooh, boop, boop. And we're going to bring that here. And then we can, let's go over to our control signals and do we'll just do forever. Where's forever? All right, forever.
Why do we always do forever?
Because we want it to keep going. If we just do it one time, it's going to stay on. We want to show that it can alternate between different sounds. And so what we're doing here is we're setting it up to where it's going to... First it's going to be off. Then we'll wait 1 second.
But it's at number 3.
Oh, you're right. Good job. So we need to set our pins right or else nothing's going to happen. So this code right here, it's going to turn the speaker off for 1 second, then turn the speaker on for 1 second, and then it's going to start over. So we should hear beep, beep, beep. Really simple stuff. But the neat thing about this, as we've seen with... we need to plug that in. As we've seen with our other code, we could hook this up to a sensor. So now when you get nearby, it can beep. Or when the light turns to a heart, we make it beep. There's different things we can do. And so this is where putting everything together gets really exciting. So I'm assuming you can hear that beautiful sound on your speakers, but it is
Can I take
beeping.
this off?
No, please don't. Okay. I want them to hear and keep their hearing. So right now it is beeping. It's just going high and low. And again, this speaker is a really obnoxious, loud, high-pitched speaker, but you can get different speakers that are different sounds. Please don't take it off. I know you really want to. Okay. So now that's the simplest way to program this, is use an active speaker, and all you have to do is set it high to turn it on. So let's turn this off, and now we're going to replace this. Oh,
Melissa Andre says yes, we can hear it.
Oh, I wasn't too worried. She's in the other room. She probably can hear it. So now we're going to move on to the other speaker. And again, this one, from programming it through PictoBlocks, is just about as easy as what we just did. But I want to go through the two different ones because, again, you might want to program one versus the other sometime. So let's put this one in here. And we're going to take the other speaker out. And this speaker, hold on 1 second. I don't know if they can they see through the camera right now? So this one, actually on the bottom, it has a plus and a minus, and then actually,
so this one when you
and then it actually shows a plus right here on the top. So the
and
plus.
when you take this off, there's also a plus etched into it.
I told you, kids have to take that sticker off. It's been killing them. So you had to find a way. So we're going to use the plus, and that's going to go to our pin, our output pin from the Arduino. So let's plug this in, Mr. Yanni.
Tired.
I know. It's so tough being home all day long.
I'm gonna go on a bike ride after this, you know.
So the pins are a little bit, on my two speakers, they're actually a little shorter, so you might have to...
Wait, there's no minus.
It doesn't show a minus, but there's still a minus.
Oh,
what are you?
no.
What are you trying to say?
There's no minus on there, but there's a plus.
Well, if you know there's a plus, the other side has to be the minus. So for the other speaker, it actually went across 4 pins. This one actually goes across 3. So again, you just sort of have to pull it out, look, and make sure that the wire for the speaker is going into the right wire over here. So we'll put that in. And now, Sebastian, you want to do this part? So we're going to get rid of this. Just, we're going back to the code. 1 sec.
I'm giving you the mouse.
We're sharing. Sharing is caring. So let's get rid of this whole block here. You just from the set digital pin, grab that. Yeah, I know, it's annoying. All right, grab that and just drag it over here and get rid of it. You can't click that hard, you're clicking too hard. Okay, that works. We want the forever. Okay, now for forever here, we're going to use a different one. Instead of set PWM pin, which is the one that, or I'm sorry, instead of set digital pin, we're going to play a tone. So let's play a tone.
I just guessed.
That was a good guess. And so pick a higher sound. I don't know these.
I'd say D8.
Sure. I don't play piano. I don't know this. And then the beat of half.
Is D8 super loud?
We're going to find out. And so No, 0 means it's not going to play at all. The beat is how long it's going to play. Whole is 1 second. Half is half of a second. Well, if you click and read, there you go. And so let's bring another tone over. You can stack a bunch of these. So bring a couple over and we can actually sort of make like a little song. It's going to sound terrible, but we can try. So pick a different note and make it a half. Sure. And bring one more note over.
Yeah.
Sure. We'll do a 3-note ditty. It's going to be beautiful. And what other wonderful sound are we going to do? Ooh, that's a perfect choice. Excellent choice.
What's the difference between double and half?
That's a really good question. I don't know. Actually, a double looks like it's 2 seconds. Looking over here on the code, if you look over here on the code, the first one, a whole, this is 1,000. That's 1,000 milliseconds, so 1 second. Quarter is 250, so it's 0.25 seconds, and then a double is going to be 2 seconds. Let's plug our board in and listen to how great our new song is going to be. Hopefully it plays.
Upload code. You can switch it to this.
Hold on. Oh, we got I disconnected the USB, so we got to connect it again.
Seriously?
Oh, I know. Life is rough. All right. Now we hit upload code.
I can already hear a faint screeching sound.
Okay. Do we hear anything? Is it playing a song?
Yeah.
I don't hear a song. I have bad hearing, by the way. Let's let the speaker do its job. So now you can actually make a song. You can put pauses in here. You can wait. You can do lots of different things. And you can use this to create whatever sounds you want. Oh, we have a question.
Brandon Kirk says, we are here that I undid last week's work when we are flashing back to redo it. Then we will restart this week.
Actually, you don't need Brennan, you're welcome to leave. I loved, Brennan last week made my day, and anyone who's actually doing this can. He posted a video of something he and his kids created, and that was awesome. So I love the joke. He used the screen and it said,
What
was the joke?
why was 8 afraid? No,
Oh, yeah.
why was 6 afraid of 7? Because
7.
and then he showed 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, it was a perfect example of going off on your own and using what we taught in here and did. So really love that. If you create anything with this, send it my way. I would love to see it. It really made my day. But so now we can play. Is it still playing the tones?
Yes.
Okay, let's turn that off. So now that we have this, we're going to do one more step and then we're going to be done for today. It's going to be a quick one. Yeah, we're going to code one more
What are we
thing.
gonna do?
So
Daddy, do you have to use your middle finger?
I do. I point with my middle finger all the time. I'm a bad person. So let's take these 3 sounds out and just drag them over.
I'll just do this.
No, don't drag. I don't want to get rid of them. So just drag them down here. And drag the sounds down there. Just the sounds. Grab the top sound. Yep. And now get rid of the forever. And all we're going to do, now we have this beautiful song that we worked so hard on. Keep them together. And drag those 3 sounds, and let's play it with our robot from last week in the if statement.
Right there.
Actually, whenever we're near the robot, let's play it. Grab those 3 sounds.
This is.
Yep. No, if it's within that distance. There you go.
Wait, I'm gonna switch this so it looks normal.
Okay.
I know how.
Okay.
I
I'll let you
figured
do it
it
this
out.
week. I know it's so important to you. Bear with us. It's going to be a short meeting, so we'll let him make. Well, actually, this is when he's close, so I think. Okay.
No,
So-
that's when he's far.
So actually, if we do this how you have it right now, it's going to play these sounds and then make the smiley face. So the order that you have right there, we can try that, but I don't think that's what you want, because I think we want it to smile and then play the song at the same time. You have to actually grab whatever you grab at the bottom, you can move up. There you go. And so now, drag this all back over onto there. And now this is where we have combined all the things that we've learned over the last few weeks,
Again.
including plugging in your USB cable before you program.
Upload code.
You have to hit the connect button over here. And click that. And now we are going to,
I hate that music.
oh, it's beautiful. So now we go to the board.
So we'll move it up.
So now
So it's
our robots.
frowny.
Oh,
What?
you moved it too much and something fell out.
What fell out?
I don't know. No, that's still in. Let's try this again. All right. Well.
Oh, it's working.
There it is. This wire was a little loose. It still is a little loose, I think.
You just unplugged it.
Okay. Is anything working right now?
No.
Oh, this is the one. Here.
Make it
All right. Well, we have broken our board. Hold on. It's not a good Tech Tuesday if we don't make something not work. Okay. Let's be real careful with this. So now our robot is sad, and hopefully if we come close,
Hey, smiley.
does it play the sound when we get close too?
Yeah.
And there we go. So now we've combined the pretty pictures that we can create. We've used the sensor.
Oh, and it stays on the smiley face when the song is playing.
Correct. And so it stays on the smiley face. It plays the song, and each time it's going to keep noticing. Each time you're nearby, it's going to keep playing
It's
that
gonna
beautiful
notice my
song.
fist.
It's going to play that beautiful song and do the smiley face. But at this point, hopefully you can take this and you can create your own sensor that, again, you know, if someone enters your bedroom, sets off an alarm, or
Like
anytime. You could do that. I think you could do that. You put in a pause, you turn it on, and it'll go whatever you want it to do.
I need the mouse.
So he's going to tinker right now, and probably for a little while, and I have a feeling we'll probably hear this under someone's bed in a little bit. But that is the lesson for today. It's a really easy to control sound.
I want to show you what this is.
Oh, I can't wait. Well, that's just, you have whole, so it's just going to be the same note. That's just going to be 3 seconds of the same sound.
Really?
Yeah, because it's
I thought
C2
it was,
hole, C2 hole. Nope, you have no pauses in there. So if you want to do it like that, he's going to do one pause. That's fine. Going over to control
Control.
and go to wait 1 second. What can't they see? Okay. Well, grab it.
Use the mouse. You can use it.
Well, she can't when you're using it. Is it on there now? Okay. So he is trying to make an alarm. So anytime you come nearby, it's going to go beep, beep, beep. And do
Beep,
one
beep,
more pause
beep.
after that.
Why?
Because you want to pause after each tone if you want it to keep going.
Oh, so it's not like, but it's right there.
If you didn't put this one in here, then this last tone would play, and then the forever loop would start over. It would grab the distance and play this one right away. You need the pause in there so that way it actually does the final pause before it starts over again.
Okay.
So let's program this.
Oh, wait, I want to put.
Oh, I pushed it. I'm sorry.
I'm pushing X. Upload code.
But that's it. That's our lesson for this week.
Why is that a scanner?
I have no idea. That's our lesson for this week. Again, next week, haven't put together. Yeah, I think our wires are a little flaky, so you're not going to get to hear our alarm. I'm sorry.
No, I'm gonna make it work. I will. I want you to hear the.
They don't need to hear it. They can build this at home. That's the exciting thing. So next week we'll probably try and learn a little bit more about resistors and how to actually control how voltage goes to different parts without using code, because that's a really important thing. There's programming that you do to control things, but then that programming has to interact with the electronics, and so we're going to learn a little bit more about how to build those electronics next week. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something about sound and different speakers, and even just controlling these different notes here. Again, it's really what the speakers you use every day when you're listening to a TV, a phone, or a radio.
I'm gonna switch it.
So hopefully you like it, and we hope to see you next week. Alexis, do you want to come around and say hi to everybody?
Again?
We got to do our little cameo with Alexis here.
You did it last time.
Are you actually on the big webcam view?
Yes.
Oh, good. Really see her. She is instrumental to everything we do here, along with this guy. I am Alex with Pressure Games. This is Sebastian.
You can buy Countdown.
Thank you to
soon.
our director, Alexis. Have a good day.
Bye.